This one ant can cost up to $220. Meet the giant African harvester ant queen. She's kinda like a rock star in the pet ant community. Yup, that's a thing. Turns out people love keeping ants.
Let's build an epic ant.
Welcome to another episode of the Ant Keeper.
Ant colonies together.
And buying them can be as easy as clicking a button. But this fascination is fueling a lucrative illegal global trade.
Kenya has nabbed 4 ant gang smugglers.
Pleaded guilty to trafficking ants.
Found in possession of over 5,000 ant queens destined for the international market.
As a wildlife reporter, I wanted to dig more into this murky underworld to find out why exactly are ants getting so expensive. To be fair, ants make fascinating pets.
You can watch them doing these really sophisticated behaviors in real time.
They farm, build complex colonies, and fight intense battles. Plus, there are 20 quadrillion of them on the planet, which means
There is just pretty much every possible combination of behaviors under the sun.
that's not all. Ants are also
the most independent and autonomous pets you can get.
Don't need grooming, they don't need walking, silent, don't require a lot of space.
clearly demand is high. And not just for a harvester ant. These species are getting lots of attention too. It's hard to tell what the global ant trade is worth. But this might help. According to this study, these many ant colonies were sold on only one Chinese e-commerce site in 6 months in 2021. Sergio here did some math on those numbers and found that
The top 5 species amounted to about $2.5 million per year, just on one platform, just 5 species in one country.
that's only a very, very small percentage of the global ant trade because
A lot of it is happening secretively and it is not being recorded, not being monitored, definitely not being regulated.
which is a problem. Wild ants are now popping up all over the world, far from their native ecosystems. The giant African harvester ant, for example, is found only in East Africa, but is now being exported far, far away. Transporting ants out of their native country is super easy. They are small, portable, and can't be detected by X-ray machines. They're also not part of this agreement that regulates the global trade of more than 40,000 species. So, while exporting these ants is illegal in Kenya,
Once they cross the border, that becomes a gray area. That just enables the trade.
which actually has massive environmental and financial repercussions. For instance, these harvester ants play a super important role in the African savanna. They eat seeds, helping disperse them, while their digging and underground movements aerate the soil. They're also a big source of food for many animals. So, removing them
Can have cascading effects throughout food webs and environments.
on the other hand, bringing ants into non-native environments could,
Disrupt the native communities and that sort of tapestry of species that are woven together.
I mean, this species from Asia has killed millions of native red crabs in Australia, while these ants from South America have caused widespread environmental damage in Hawaii. It's clear that keeping a pet ant has huge implications. So, scientists are now pushing for stricter regulations around the ant trade. These animals already have protections, so why not ants? In the meantime, if you're an ant lover, don't despair. It is possible to keep ants legally and responsibly. For starters,
Never buy ants online.
instead, consider collecting and raising ants from your vicinity. Because while the trade of exotic ants keeps raking in more money, the cost of doing so is much, much higher.
What we really need here is a hero for ants. Maybe a superhero, perhaps. An Ant-Man, if you will.
These are your greatest allies.